So as a small business in Plymouth, we've had a number of challenges that we've not been able to sort of face due to capacity. So we reached out and started working with the university and offered groups of their first year and second year students the chance to come and try and solve those problems for us. So we would set them briefs which were actual pieces of work that we needed doing, and sat down, met with them, worked through those problems, and they came back to us with a number of solutions. I think the real benefit is the contextual element. There's a lot of theory that we've seen with the students. However, that often doesn't take into consideration the context of things like budget, time, perhaps human resources. The reason why we used these students in the first place was because we didn't have our own internal capacity. And sometimes the theoretical answer isn't possible. So I think the real experience is in finding solutions to problems which actually fit the company or the actual specific situation. As an employer, it would be great to have a little bit more feedback as to the level and the standard that we should be expecting to see from the students. I don't think it's fair to expect first year students that could be 6 months out of their A-levels to be producing work that an experienced employee could be producing. So when we're asked for feedback, it's quite difficult to offer that without sort of knowing what makes a good grade and what makes a bad grade, and actually what the university are looking for in the process. So I spent a number of months on the job market looking for employment when I left university at 21. I did a communication and media degree, and I went to work for a startup in London. I was very picky at the companies and the job opportunities I applied for. My advice would be look for smaller companies, because those smaller companies give you a great opportunity to learn a lot of responsibility. It's very difficult, it's hard work, it's long hours, but you get that experience. That's not to speak against the larger companies. I can't vouch for that, I haven't worked for one. But throughout my career, the last 5-6 years, I've worked for smaller businesses, and you really do get an opportunity to work on projects that perhaps you wouldn't get the opportunity to work on if there were more experienced members of staff in the team.